Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Chief Select Doug Barton. No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory. President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
On December 7th, 1941, Japan, like its infamous Axis partners, struck first and declared war afterwards. Costly to our Navy was the loss of war vessels, airplanes, and equipment. But more costly to Japan was the effectiveness of its foul attack in immediately unifying America in its determination to fight and win the war thrust upon it, and to win the peace that will follow.
My tray down when we heard a lot of explosions, and then all of a sudden the general alarm sounded. We all ran out to the armory where they issued us 30 caliber rifles or 45 pistols when they ran out.
Chief Select Brown. Pearl Harbor caused our nation wholeheartedly to commit to winning World War II, changing the course of our nation's history and the world's future. Joe Baca.
And I heard the darndest explosion you'd ever want to hear in your life. Now I thought something blew up outside. I ran to the back door, looked up Hangar Avenue. Hangar 7 and 9 had blown up and debris was flying everywhere.
Chief Select Ainsley. But the nitty-gritty is, I was pretty shut up on December the 7th. But I am, no way, and I got the Medal of Honor. But if you heard what happened to some of those Medal of Honor guys, what I did was nothing. Lieutenant John Finn.
As I started up the ladder to general quarters, the alarm sounded. It says, all hands man your battle stations. Not knowing what the heck was going on, I dropped everything to what you were trained to do, and I headed for my mount, my battle station. And just as I got inside the mount, there was a big explosion.
Chief Select Bedard. I don't talk much about it, but when December rolls around, I do. It's important the American people don't forget. Donald Stratton, World War II vet.
I was really scared. Some of the bullets, you see, we were right next to Hickam Air Force Base, and they were strafing the planes on the airfield, and a couple of bullets came right through the roof of we had a tin roof.
Chief Select Wygant. Millions of people gave their lives fighting fascism and imperialism, but Pearl Harbor was the event that forever changed the course of human history. Sam Graves.
And then I realized that's gunfire, and this plane is coming right at me. And this guy is so low, he couldn't have been more than 25, 30 feet off the ground.
When the bomb went off on Fort Allen, and all the planes are exploding everywhere, we know we're in war. So Hickam Field is destroyed immediately. Now I'm froze to that rail because I have joined the greatest Navy of all times. And here it is, being blown up in my face in a few minutes.
This form of treachery shall never again endanger us. Our people, our territory, and our interests are in grave danger. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God.
Sinking of the USS Arizona was the pinnacle of the attack on Pearl Harbor. On December 7th, 1941, then 21-year-old Lauren Brunner was the second to last man to escape the burning wreckage of the USS Arizona after a Japanese plane dropped a bomb that ignited an enormous explosion in the battleship's ammunition storage compartment. He lived to be 98 years old, marrying twice and outliving both wives. He worked for a refrigeration company for nearly 4 decades. On December 7th, 2019, divers placed Brunner's ashes inside the battleship's wreckage, which sits in Pearl Harbor where it sank during the attack. 79 years ago, the thrust of the United States in World War II. Southern California man will be the 44th and last crew member to be interred in accordance with this rare Navy ritual. This event highlights the brotherhood and sisterhood among sailors. While each selectee will eventually pass along into the next world, we must remember that what we are a part of, what we represent, will live on forever.